Hello, it is I, Ryan Morrison, the career liminal, the sickly autumnal Gumby, here to play some more KOTOR. Let's get into it. Now, we've got desktop audio. Yep, we got mic. All right, great. Undercity. Yes, okay, there's some audio. There's some sound. I can now confirm that I have sound. I hope you have sound also. I presume you do. Because I haven't changed anything, so it should all be fine. Alright. I'm actually just going to look at the quests real quick, because it's been 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Right. We've got to fight and kill Bendak Starkiller, both for winning the arena and for getting the bounty. I don't know that we get anything plot-wise out of it. I think it's just neat. Rakghoul Serum, we'll deal with that when we meet some people with Rakghoul disease, and when we, get some serum. I think we have to get some serum from the from Sith guards, and then we'll hand it up to the doctor, and not to the evil guy. Hello, Crafty. You have sound, and also armored bickies and coffee. Excellent. The combo. Alright. Chat and Calf, Taris Nonsense, Index Bounty, Bastila. Right. I can get Bastila from the Black Volcar base if I beat the Black Volcars in a swoop bike race, and to do that I need the accelerator, which I need to get by breaking into the Black Volcar base, I think. So when I'm breaking into the Black Volcar base, I'm not getting Bastila, I'm getting the device that will allow me to play a minigame to get Bastila. This all sounds correct. And purchasing a droid. I can't get the cool droid yet, but I would like to. Let's clear all these now. Great. Alright. Oh, this old thing? It's pod racing. 2 right, Crafty. Oh, it's locked. Wait, it's locked? Oh, I have to talk to...
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
I have my security papers right here.
Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rakghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
Did I ask your opinion? Buddy, why don't you go goose step somewhere else? I'm an adventurer. So I'm always right.
You there! UpWorlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
Cough.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits!
5 credits? So it continues to be dark for me, but I have, lights blasting in my face. Looking at the preview, I think the darkness is okay for what's being streamed, but I think my local display could use some tweaking, so I'm actually gonna... play with that. Oh, that's not it. Oh, maybe it is. Aha! Nope. Monitors always have very different but very obtuse here we go. Menu systems. Okay, I've got it. Okay, I've literally maxed it out, and that's fine. Window is very bright if you wanted to tweak that also. Yeah, that's true. We could play with that a bit. The light levels. Camera would then need to do less work. Yeah. I don't know, it's good enough for me. I think it's just going to be very bright no matter what. Because I'm relying on it. As opposed to a true light setup. Yeah, I'm at its mercy, unfortunately. And it'll calm down over the next 3 hours, I'm sure. Alright. We could do the who are you. I don't have any credits, which is a lie. My pockets are bulging with wealth pellets. I can give them $5. Public elevator, not paying any toll, and then threaten their lives. I'm going to find out who they are.
We are the outcast, banished and reviled by those who dwell above.
Here in the filth and darkness, we claw out a wretched existence, scavenging and begging just to survive long enough to see another wretched day.
This is our village. We live here in the Undercity. You have to pay us 5 credits for using our elevator.
Crafty pointing out, what a thing to say. Yeah, they're really leaning in. And this is a common criticism of certainly early Star Wars, quite possibly later Star Wars as well, is that, the characters there's not a lot of depth there, right? There's not a lot of depth to the characters or to the plot necessarily. Which, goofy adventure plot, fine. But there are moments like this where it really stands out. And I, as someone who now works in the homelessness sector as a day job, yeah. I don't know, man. Bit on the nose. Touch on the nose. Give them $20. Give them 5. Or threaten them or whatever. I feel like I'm loaded, or at least semi-loaded. And, what am I going to do? Spend this on Pazak cards? Yeah. Let's go full light side. Because, as mentioned, there is literally a gameplay reward for it in terms of access to and, I think, potency of powers.
Credits, my brother! We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine.
Hush, or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
The people here living in squalor should be nicer to me. My name's Seed Bonch.
My name is Shalina. You're from the UpWorld, aren't you? I've never seen it.
That's a button to have a microphone mute button separate from the OBS, keyboard, mouse paradigm, shall we say. Because, yeah, I had to inadvertently mute the game and skip some dialogue so I could mute my mic and blow my nose, which is not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to mute the mic briefly and blow my nose. Okay, maybe I should have another play around with that MIDI controller. Shalina, I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? So, she's never seen it. She was born in the Undercity, and yet she's doing I'm the super polite person living in squalor, So I'm more palatable to you. Where did you learn this palatability? And I mean, of course, you're rewarded for doing it by people from above. So I guess that's the top-down experience of that. All right, gross. Wow. It's nothing special. Yeah, let's denigrate it.
Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably
yes.
used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but
there's possibly no way
I
out of
think I
that
can
without
see it in
sounding
my
like an
dreams.
absolute douche canoe.
The sun, the sky,
Whoops.
the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there.
Just gonna keep going. I can't stop and rant every time. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. Rukil.
Rukil's the oldest man in the village.
Rukil.
The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow.
Let's find out what the Promised Land is.
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukiel.
Yeah, I'd like to find Rukiel.
He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man.
Let's chat.
You'd probably get more information from Gendar, the village leader,
Okay.
or maybe Rukiel, but I'll tell you whatever I can.
Please do. Gengar and Rukiel, we know where to find Rukiel is on the south side of the village. Did we find out where to find Gengar?
He'll be somewhere in the village.
Okay.
I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier.
Escape pods.
I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. Sorry. Is there anything else you need?
Any UpWorlders?
There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them.
Tell me about the village.
Well, I was born here for starters. My parents were outcasts, banished to the Undercity for some crime or other. They never really liked to talk about it. Everyone here is an outcast, or the descendants of one. It's tough down here, but we survive. I guess it's easier for me since I've never known anything different. Some of the people have given up all hope. They've become bitter and depressed, but most of us are good people, despite what our ancestors may have done. Gendar could probably tell you more, or maybe Rukiel.
She is trying so hard to offload us. I've been this person in retail, and a customer will just keep asking you questions, and it's like, well, that's really a question for management. Yep, no, I hear you. However, if we could go this way and I could direct your questions to someone who can answer them with authority and can actually help you out. Okay, bye. See ya.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back and see me. I hardly ever get a chance to speak to someone from the UpWorld.
And all we can do is ask one question about Shalina's life, and everything else is our needs. And she handled those questions with aplomb, but was like, other people know more, seriously. However, if you just want to talk, and you know what, I bet just talking is bugger all.
Hello again. I'm glad you came back. It's kind of neat to speak to someone from the surface world. Is there anything I can do for you? You'd probably get more...
These are the same questions. Okay, bye.
Oh.
Great. Alright, so we are now in a open space compared to Taris, which was all corridors and walkways. So, yeah, we've got the run of the joint. Have a quick look at the map. Alright. Not sure why that's not Fog of Ward, but there you go. Alright. It is important to me. Oh, okay, so it is still fairly bounded. I forgot. Just the way that you walk and operate in this world. Okay, great. Yeah, so... I don't know, is poverty porn the nomenclature? Like, the characters here are... So far have not been deep. They're all been sort of tropes. Which, you know... Had I been asked and not known, I would have said, yeah, that's exactly how that works. That's exactly how this text is going to operate. That would not be surprising to me. But, you know, I haven't played this in a while. As previously stated, it has been some time. Cool. Cool, Outcast Man. So, Ancestors did something, right? That's what we're talking about here. Oh, now this is the pathway to the danger zone. I think if we head this way... Is that just a hole up into the... Yeah, interesting. Anyway. Oh! I'm too far.
You ain't from the village. You're from the UpWorld, ain't you? Yes. You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw
Is
him.
it the voice
My
acting?
name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here.
Oh,
You
okay.
want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
I thought those crates were like a defensive line. a barricade, perhaps, but no. How is it running a store in the Undercity?
If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters, and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Evil Irish, I think is the accent. Like villainous Irish. That's what they've gone for. Or that's where they've landed. I don't know what they went for. Yeah, Crafty pointing out the lift is right there and frequently used enough that it's worth staking out for tolls, though. Yeah, absolutely. Like, every person here who asks for help is a snivelling villain so far, right? The two people asking for cash at the door, and now this person, like, trying to run a store, trying to, like, build an economy down here such that they can get food and medicine in exchange for the things that aren't food and medicine, you know, like blasters. Yeah, has to be portrayed as being, human trash.
Oh, you better ask Gendar. He's the spokesman for the village. I just run the store. I don't want to make him mad by answering any questions. Gendar already doesn't like me.
I think it's the lilt. The lilt is what I'm interpreting as Irish. Which, you know, isn't terribly fair to the Irish. Why doesn't Gengar like you?
Gendar seems to think I should share the profits of my store with the whole village. He figures we're all in this together, so it should be share and share alike.
I agree
but
with Gengar.
I'm the one who runs the store. I'm the one who makes the deals. The others just bring me salvage to trade with the UpWorlders. Why should they get anything?
Why should I have to pay farmers for the produce that comes to my store? That's a pretty selfish attitude.
Hey! You don't know what it's like down here.
You're right, I don't.
I have to claw and scrape to survive. Nobody else will look out for me. But Gendar doesn't agree with my philosophy.
I don't know, man.
He
It takes
caught
a village.
Me hoarding supplies a while back. I figured I'd wait until food was scarce and then I could offer it to people who'd follow me instead of Gendar. Then I'd be the leader. But Gendar made me share my hoard. Ever since then, he hasn't trusted me. He keeps me around because of my store, though. Without it, this village wouldn't stand a chance.
So, you are a product of your environs. You've made some bad decisions, and I'm sympathetic to that. I'm not going to help you make further bad decisions. I'm not going to enable more of that. But, you know, it sucks down here. So, I mean, yeah, you should be more of a community person, but that's for the community to work out with you, not for me to bring the heavy hand down. I'm going to look at the inventory.
It ain't the best stuff. Mostly salvage and such, but the prices are right.
I can literally buy medicine from people who need medicine to live. I already have the battle armor. I believe I'm already wearing that. Another vibration cell. Pazak cards. Yeah, no. No, we're off Pazak, I think. Ooh. $500. $500. Let's just try and remember that that exists.
Hey there, UpWorlder.
Questions?
Oh, you better ask Gendar. He's the spokesman for the village. I just run the store. I don't want to make him mad by answering any questions. Gendar already doesn't like me.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. You'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
Cool. So you're just the store. Okay, great. We're not going to go up that ramp yet. And this is like meta knowledge, but like there are people there near a gate. I want to get all the talking done before I potentially have to fight any rat ghouls.
The rat ghouls will devour us all, unless we starve to death first.
Capitalism. Correct, Crafty. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Like, okay, yeah, that dude is not acting in a community spirit kind of way. He's hoarding food and not sharing resources and being, you know, not the greatest person. He has internalized and lives the kind of life that is acceptable upstairs. It also being something approximating capitalism. Perhaps. Don't actually know the full extent of, you know, their government or economy. But, you know, money for goods and services is part of it, and I would be astounded if it wasn't just capitalism, because that's easier to write, frankly. And thus easier to critique, perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know, man. Yeah. The savior complex that this kind of setting and these kind of characters, like poverty porn kind of thing, right? I get to come down here and be the savior, and I'm encouraged to help and sympathize and do good stuff for the people who are... oh no, I guess I'm incentivized to help everybody, because the game let me give 20 credits as opposed to 5 to the people offering the toll. Like, there is, I suppose, you know, there is room there. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, this is adventure games all up and down, though. Like, let's be honest. And, what up?
Greetings, UpWorlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can.
Yeah, so the way to make us care as the player for these people is to have their leader be not someone demanding of better things, but someone who is a bit sad about their lot, but is generally polite, and perhaps, you know, willing to get walked on. But, I mean, maybe being walked on is the only way to survive down here, right? Particularly when you've got a lot of UpWorlders coming down, kicking through your stuff. Who are you people? Why do you live here where it sucks? I live elsewhere. It's great. Why don't you do that?
We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village, as my father was and as was his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations, our ancestors cast down long ago. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly rat ghouls.
All this phrasing of somehow we managed to survive and this is a sunless place. Like, if you lived here for generations and you haven't seen the sun, like, is this just the language you use to UpWorlders because you know that that's how they understand? Like, I would be interested in hearing how they talk to one another as opposed to talk to me, the guy who comes down with the money and the swords. Yeah. Tell me about the... What a horrible way to live. I mean... That's what the game wants me to say, surely. I just want to know about the rat ghouls.
The rat ghouls are monsters, hideous mutations who feast on the flesh of our villagers. Their diseased jaws can infect those they attack, transforming the victim into one of those abominations. We know of no cure for the disease, and for the good of the village, we must banish any who become infected, lest they transform and turn on us.
Right. So anybody who gets bit gets cast out. That's not great.
Ask your questions, UpWorlder. I will answer to the best of my knowledge, though I know little beyond the borders of the Undercity.
Aha! We're looking for a mission. We've already asked those two, and then UpWorlders. Alright, mission and then UpWorlders.
Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her.
Twi'lek.
She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers.
Twi'lek. Okay. How do I get to these sewers you speak of?
There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, UpWorlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, it would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the rat ghouls and the other foul creatures.
Crafty pointing out, the writer does not know how they talk to each other either. Yeah, I'd believe it. Did you see how they spelled UpWorlder? Or how they, It was like capital U, lowercase p, capital W, elder. Like, oh, man. Okay. I'm going to ask more questions.
Ask your questions, UpWorlder.
Yeah, I know. Other UpWorlders.
Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers.
Crafty yelling, sci-fi! Correct. If I hadn't put a cool quote in the quote box, then perhaps I would put UpWorlder in that. Like, this is what I'm thinking, right? Like, cool quotes from chat as opposed to just my academic stuff. But I don't know. I like the academic stuff. I like it. I like what people have said about Star Wars, including the non-complimentary stuff, because it's interesting to me. Alright, so northeast or southeast, and a bunch of people have been kicking around, but we don't get to ask
your questions
more about that? Yeah, okay, cool.
As you wish, UpWorlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village, and I will do my best to help you however I can.
I'm telling myself this now so that I don't do it, but I will not write a paper about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic through the lens of Edward Said's Orientalism. I won't. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. This is me saying that so that I don't do it. It's not that I don't want to do it, it's that I won't do it. I will not. I do not have the time.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Or merely another false sign to mislead us from the path? Are you the herald of prophecy? The beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me,
UpWorlder. Dude.
Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, UpWorlder. I beg you.
Speak. Your voice is so important. You are the one that needs to be platformed down here. UpWorlder here with the dash as opposed to the weird proper nouning and the intercaps. Crafty raising the point. I wonder if somebody already has written about this through the lens of Orientalism, and that is a very good point. I'll make a note on my phone, because if I make a note on the desktop, I think I'm gonna miss it. Oh, that's the wrong document. Why do I have that open? That's my own fault. All right. Thrilling content. Great. What are you talking about, old man?
A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable,
oh, right.
I
This guy's triple digits.
Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can
tell
make
everyone
things
I met
more
also.
clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin, the children call me sometimes.
You look as smooth as everyone else. I'm Seatbonch.
Once I was honored for my wisdom, and over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too.
True path? What does that mean?
No, not yet. I must be wary. Careful. You may be a false savior.
No, the
Dare
game wants
I
me to be a
share
real
my
one.
secrets with you? No.
Shout out to a real
Not
one.
until you prove yourself.
How would I even begin
My
to do that?
apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, UpWorlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found.
Yeah, I'll be manipulated into helping an old dude out. Into saving someone's life. Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find her, I will know you to be our true savior. Only then can I reveal my secret knowledge to you.
I get it, it's a secret. Yeah. I'll come back with info.
I wish you luck, UpWorlder. Come speak to me again once you have discovered the fate of my apprentice.
Okay. Alright. There's a healer there. Now. Lower City, Bazaar, Rikil's tent, Gendar's tent. Okay. To lower city. Right, sorry, that's the lift. Yeah, I was told northeast and southeast, right? That's where I'll find the way. Sorry, one moment. Oh, is this just general healing?
Wait, UpWorlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your own sake, turn back.
Who are you? You haven't been given a name.
I am Isala, healer of this village.
Now you have.
I use my knowledge and what little resources we have to care for the outcasts who are sick or injured. But despite my medical training, there is nothing I can do to help the poor souls locked on the other side of this gate. This
is quarantine. Right, gotcha. Yeah, game didn't say it was Isala on the way over, said it was an outcast healer. Other named characters, you know, get names right away in my UI. Intriguing. What are you talking about?
The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other.
This sort of stuff it really intrigues me. And again, I should be looking into papers that cover this, as opposed to trying to write them myself. But anything that, I mean, this must be out there. Anything that equates, you know, zombie infections like this, because this falls under the trope, under the broad banner of, you know, the zombie infection thing. And maybe there's another name that sort of, or term, or trope that predates it. But that and the idea of ideological contamination, I'm fascinated what reading texts through that lens would apply. Because, yeah, I think that's a fruitful avenue to explore. Like, it feels like it is, but I haven't dug into it any deeper. It's occurred to me before, and it's occurring to me again now. And I will not write a paper on it. Must be something I can do.
Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rakghoul disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them at any moment.
Okay, so the serum doesn't turn people back. It just prevents / gets, if you get people early enough, I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm not going to make any moral judgments here. Like, if this is the way the disease works, this is what you have to do, right, in this setting, by the bounds of what's been set out. This is a reasonable, you know, quarantine. And I'm not going to go in there. I don't want the Rakghoul disease. I'm a protagonist.
If you have questions, you should speak to Gendar. He's the leader of this village. All my attention has to stay focused on trying to ease the suffering of those within the village. But despite my medical training, there is nothing I can do to help the poor souls locked on the other side of this gate.
Got it. Yep. I don't need healing, because I think we're both full up.
If you have questions,
Right.
Farewell.
You still don't get a name? Okay. Well, that's... Like, I think that is a whoopsie of the game. You know, I'm not going to read that as a... Oh, so that's what Rakghouls look like. Or people, you know. I mean, they just look like people. I bet they just turn into Rakghouls the moment I bust open that gate. And I probably have in previous playthroughs. It feels like I have. That feels familiar to me. Yeah, what the F, man? Interesting. Okay. Oh, I see. So, like, I have to go through that gate up there, which means I have to... Right. So, if I had to guess... Yeah, I'm back here at the lifts. Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, we need to go up this way. So the village, like, wraps around, but there's a section that they're not letting people necessarily just go through. Hester. Oh, I should put on a post-it note. What the, quick save is. It's not there. What? Was it not there before? Oh, game. I see. Oh, right. Left action, middle action, right action, friendly arm. Yeah. You can... Yeah, there's a lot of hotkeys here that I'm just never going to use. Bless them for including them, but I have a mouse. And all the time in the world. Quick save is F4. Okay, great. Let's drop a quick save. In case we get jumped. I feel like we're about to get jumped. Hester and a guard. Alright. Alright. My guess is, and this is a guess that could just be informed by memory, that someone Hester cares about is on the other side of that gate, and the guard won't let him...
Hurry! I can hear it coming!
Or not.
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Hindar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time!
I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all.
No! You can't do this!
Oh,
It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the Rakghouls are so near.
Yeah. I'm going to do the incredibly foolish, heroic thing and succeed. Because that's what the game offers. That's the fantasy the game offers. It is actually prudent to probably leave the gate closed, but again, I don't have full information here. I just have the knowledge that I, a protagonist, will probably save the day.
You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, UpWorlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. You just let us in here, and then you lock the gate again. Yeah, no, leave us to our fate. That's great. I thought it was open the gate, let them come into the village. No, we run out, and then you lock... No, that's perfect. This is actually very prudent. We're going to go just the normal amount of murder here. It's one Rakghoul. What can I cost? Oh. Sick. Hey, Karth, what up? Alright, let's drop a save.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, UpWorlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
I surely just got paid out in light side points, so yeah, you don't need to give me anything. What up?
Thank you for saving Hindar. You are braver than I, UpWorlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions. But enough of my ramblings. Is there something you need, UpWorlder?
I'm covered in money and armor and weapons, and I have high martial prowess and can save scum. Yeah, of course I can pop out and kill them. I'm not trying to teach that lesson to you. If you don't have the capability to do that, you should keep the gate closed. Anyway, who are you?
I'm Trellin, from the Outcast Village. It's my job to guard the gates and see they are locked to protect us from the Rakghouls.
You're gonna send me to Gengar, aren't you?
I just guard the gates. Gendar is the leader of the village, UpWorlder. You should speak to him if you have any questions.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Gengar gave us very little lore, based on how often we are sent to Gengar. Like, we're funneled to this point, but I feel like there should be... I don't know, I would like to be rewarded by actually getting more information, because this is what the... We're asked for information, we get sent to Gengar, and then we get some information, but it's honestly not much. I don't know, it just feels a little light, from a writing perspective. I feel like there's room there for us to, you know, well, for them to have written more. But then that, perhaps... Like, if you write... someone I know from uni told me that she has a friend writing in video games. Well, this was many years ago, but was writing for RPGs. She said the pratfall that you can fall into is if you reference a book or you reference something in your writing of lore or just writing out the world, you then have to write that other thing. Like, you can't just gesture... Like, they don't want you to just gesture emptily at something. You have to know what's over there or make it so that it gets used or something, or that it can be used. Personally, that sounds great. As a DM, that sounds amazing, but yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, Seed. You look so bored.
I'm Trell. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Lol, and now I can just open this gate whenever I need. Hilarious. Alright, is this a raidable corpse? It is not. Okay. I see An Rakghoul. I see some Sith. My instinct is to go clockwise. So I'm going to do that.
Please, you have to help me.
Sick.
Nobody else is going to help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll help me, won't you?
Oh, slow down, mission. What's wrong? Oh, where's my mouse? Mouse? Alright. Okay, can't see it on the screen, so let's come at this sideways, and then... Oh, what if I just hit enter?
It's Zalbar.
Great.
He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery.
Got my cursor back. Excellent. So Zalbar being the Wookiee. Yeah, either of these first two. Calm down. I mean, I'm just going to say the second one, because telling someone to calm down when they are clearly in distress, not great.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
We're going to rescue a Wookiee. Correct. Do you know where they took him?
I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
Two quests in the sewers. Great. If I help you get Zalbar back, you have to get me inside the Volcar base. Why don't you ask Aiden and the Becks to help you? I think that's a reasonable question. You're literally gang affiliated. Maybe they have more resources. I'm not saying I won't do it, because of course I will, but...
I can't ask Gadden. He's
Gadden,
always telling me
sorry,
not to
Gadden.
go into the Undercity.
Gadden.
He says it's too dangerous with the rat ghouls and Gamorreans and all. He'll never send his Becks down there.
Okay, so the nicest option we have, because these one, like, this will clearly steer us back to, like, if I say no, which I don't want to do, I suspect the game will funnel me back towards you have to say yes, because this is the way you get into the base and thus progress the plot. But the light side option is just to make that bargain.
It's a deal.
Okay.
As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Volcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Volcar compound.
Hell yeah, mission has joined the party. Now, when I mentioned that, like, we don't need to worry too much about, oh, that's... They're added? Got them? Okay, got them both, great. Yeah, we personally don't have to worry about, like, hacking or, even, you know, awareness, because we get rogues. We get rogue options. There are people we get in the party who can fill those. You can fill out your roster. Like, I'm the tank. I'm fully aware of that, and I'm very happy to do it. And other characters will help me, you know, patch that out. I remember some... Yeah, I remember some of these faces, but not all, actually. Huh. I bet if I sat down and, well... Anyway, doesn't matter. Free Rouge. Correct. Alright. Let's kit out this Rouge with, so... I can level up mission. What are you already good at? Dexterity, con, bit of con. Ah, the Kate build. And, +2 int. I see. I see! Yeah, reflexes. Yeah. Rogue all the way. Well, we're going to... Yeah, keep pouring points into Dex, because that's what you're good at. Glass cannon, baby! That's cross-class, so... Yeah, I think computer use, that's where we get the droid. And look, this game is pretty good, if memory serves, at saying, here are multiple ways to solve the problem. Like all the doors in the apartment, I could hack them with Karth, but also the option of just bashing them down. Different consequences, perhaps different ways of achieving things, but I don't think I'm ever going to get stuck by taking a different party comp, but I want someone who's good at this stuff, certainly. Demolitions. Set, recover, or disarm mines. I'm actually... 5 points? Alright, great. I love rogues. Yeah, we're going to add one in demolitions, because this is some meta knowledge. I feel like the sewer's full of mines. Security's already pretty good, but I don't see any reason to not. And these are all class skills, aren't they? Yeah, I think I do that, and then I have one left, and everything else is cross-class, so it takes 2, so I bank 1. But I think that's fine, and then I can, if I get another 5 next time. I'm trying to remember, is it int that determines how many skill points you get? 3rd edition is ancient now. So old. Alright, that's great. Yeah, we'll bank that 1, and we'll accept. Okay, cool. And now we drop a hard save. Alright. Yeah, real UI 2. Excellent. Why did I hang on? Real UI? Is that right? Real U. Okay. I say there's no I in Undercity except for me. Seat bunch. Real U do. Great. I wonder if these saves are endless. I would like to start paving over, like, wrap back around at some point. But, you know, I'm a...
What? Uh-huh.
What?
Sure.
My voice is pretty similar to...
Ready?
Huh?
Yes?
Wow, that's my voice. I never hear it, so, you know. Okay, great. So I love this because Mission has said, you know, we have to do this quickly, we have to do what we can, but also, real talk, oh, she hasn't told us where to go, we can now just do whatever we want. I don't believe it's a time-sensitive mission, and if it is, we drop to save. We'll save the Wookiee if time matters.
Don't move! I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
I'm not going to rise to the threat, because we don't need that. Is there some danger down here?
This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Oh, 2 of them. 3?
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Oh, damn. Alright, well... Oh, I didn't look at missions. I leveled mission up, but I didn't... Yeah, look at this light side party. Okay. Clothing equipped. Blaster pistol equipped. Stealth field generator equipped. Great. Right, here we go. This is where I upgrade stuff. You have a blaster pistol. You have a vibroblade. Can't just put that in the offhand, though. But you can equip it if you need to. If you get stuck in melee, you can grab that. Do you get sneak attack? How is that? How does that work? Does it at all? Okay. I wonder if I just nick Mission's vibroblade. Is it better than mine? Okay, so we don't have armor for Mission. Like, any armor at all? Or is it just that Mission isn't allowed to wear any of the armor we have? Equipable items. Yeah, okay. Okay, no, this is as good as it gets. That's fine. Carry on. Alright. What do you know? Sniper shot. Yeah. Cue that up. Cue that up. And then... Mr. Bonch, if you would be so kind. We're actually going to frag grenade them, and then we're going to run in.
Yeah!
Alright, great. Now that we have sown confusion and possibly harmed our allies, you can... Hang on. When you do attack this one, you... shoot that one. I am micromanaging here, and I don't think it's actually worth it, but... This is the game. Alright, so that one's dead, so we can go back here and start queuing up blaster shots there. Hang on. Are you gonna... yeah, it's already one of the queued up. Boo! That's fine. Oh, they're all dead. Great.
Damn.
We did it!
I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
What do you mean by that?
Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that.
What can you tell me about Davik? As an employee?
What are you, an off-worlder? Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble.
What do you know about the lower city gangs?
This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations. But I guess I could spare a couple of seconds for you.
Thank you, Candace, for finding
After
that
all,
out.
you did help us out with those rat ghouls. The lower city is overrun with gangs. But the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulkars. Used to be the Becks were the big dog and kept the others in line. But lately the Black Vulkars are moving in on Beck turf and challenging them for control. The Vulkars are even starting to defy Davik. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkars have already sent their own salvage party down here.
Yeah.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
See ya. Did any of them die? All of them died? Oh, one is now hurt. So 2 died. Whee! Alright, great. Drop a save. I want another cuppa, so I'm gonna get up and have a stretch for a couple minutes. You know, short break. A petite break. Hang on. A petite break. Alright, back in a couple of minutes. Hello. We have returned. With tea. Big tea. Wait, I don't need to load a game. I'm already here. Alright. Great. I was walking this... I was killing rat ghouls and wondering about... Oh, I see. This is double... I can go either side of it. Great. Alright, cool. All of this to dispel fog of war. It's just, if I don't do it, I won't know that... Okay, this place is just lousy with combat. I think I'm alright with that. We're all healthy. Ah. Mine sighted. We are able to see this because Mission has good awareness. Oh, I can turn on stealth. I forgot. Yeah, you can go solo mode, you can turn on stealth. Yeah. Yes. Alright, great. Mission, we need to get you some better armor. If we can. I imagine the armor that we have is perhaps medium, and what she needs is light. But yeah, I want to kit out the rogue to be less permeable. I don't want people to perforate my rogue. Unless, you know, that's what the rogue wants. I doubt it. But, you know, that's not up to me. I mean, it is. I'm in charge of the game. But, if Mission decides... right, I have to leave combat mode. So yeah, the game freezes in tells you to stop moving. Stop faffing about. There is something dangerous here. The dangerous thing here is me. Alright. I think we're actually going to... Well... No, let's focus fire. It's finicky, but... Right, I can just click. Great. Kill this one. Cast. Kill this one. And mission. Now, the last one. Oh.
Ready?
That's one way to speed it up. Is to queue up ranged attacks with these two and then unpause it and begin the actual attacks. The melee attacks from my side. Oh, I didn't want to trigger that. I have all these grenades. Oh, but I'm too powerful for grenades. Oh, hello. Hello. We don't need that. We just need this. Great.
Take that!
Alright. Now, you want to clear, and then I want you to murderize this one. Alright. I mean, I don't need to, yeah, whoever the game decides I should be attacking, I should just focus fire on. I don't need to micromanage that from the melee side of things. Game does what it says. Alright, great. They're all so dead. Oh. Yeah, just...
You'll never get me!
Ready?
Great, let's bonch it up.
You asked for this.
Calf, did they? Yeah, they have to stress beyond a shadow of a doubt that these rat ghouls aren't people anymore, they're things you can kill. Because we just walked in and it was kill or be killed by the game's logic. Like, had we not attacked them, they would have attacked us and reduced our hit points to 0 and prevented us from progressing, right? Oh, it's just an interesting thought. Was it interesting, though? Oh, it's a corpse. Promised Land Apprentice Journal. Okay, so this is Mailer. So the M-A-L-Y-A or M-A-Y-L-A. Alright, let's do some reading. Where's my quest items? There we go. Oh, this window. Alright. This journal details the search for the Promised Land carried out by Rukil's apprentice. Most of the entries are mundane, however the last entry is quite interesting. This is GM power. Yes, you could give them all 200 pages. Or, you tell them your character skims it, here's the important bit. That's how you do it. And then you strike them bodily with box text. I have uncovered evidence that others have been seeking out the fabled land and that their tracks have led them into the sewers. I've decided that I must go there as well. Interesting. We're not in the sewers yet, so does this mean we might still find the apprentice? This idea of a promised land is really, really messed up. Like, the whole planet is a city and it's completely stratified. Are you going to find an urban space that isn't inhabited and sucks less than this one and move there? Or is the promised land literally just the part of town they won't let you live in? Right? Rukil's apprentice found the journal near her corpse. Okay, we have come to the conclusion. Great. Search for Bastila. Mission is going to help us get in there. Infected outcasts. Oh, that's a quest. Of course, if I can cure them, great. Or is that a quest for Darkside where you just go in there and kill them all? Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So I thought they were too far gone. I thought that was the narrative. I mean, that's the narrative required for me to be morally okay with sweeping this area of all living things. Yes, I know about the frag mine. God! Oh. Might have clipped away briefly there. Skeletal corpse. Great. Nice stuff. Cheers. Great. Alright. Oh, mission leveler. Neat. Hang out with me, kid. 6 points. Great, okay. So, we can grab a cross-class point. Yeah, I think, as Seat Bonch, I should be hoarding points for what I want to put into them. As mission, I suspect I just need to spend them all because I get so many of them, it would be foolish not to. So I can crank all of this, and then I can put 2 points into, I think, treat injury. So that when you heal yourself, you do a better job of it than anybody else. Great. Feats. Sneak attack. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so how does sneak attack work? Show me the sneak. Oh, I get it automatically. Okay. So, adds 3 to 18 points of extra damage. So, 3d6. When the target can't respond to the attacker. I just had a thought about the randomization in this game. So, you roll dice. But are they actually rolling... Are you actually randomizing from 1 to 6 3 times and then adding up to 3? Or are you randomizing between 3 to 18? Because that's not 3d6. The averages are different. Right? Would that not be different? Because of the... You know, like if you roll 2d6, the highest likely roll is a 7. Curious. I mean, I don't mind. I would rather there be more likely a mid-entry in that, just so that it's more reliable, but... Or is that the case? I don't know. I'm not a maths guy. Extra damage is applied. Attacks made from behind the target, stunned or otherwise immobilized, and any attacks made while in stealth mode. Right. Okay, so I don't just get this for free. I need to earn it. So, stunned or otherwise immobilized, or any attacks made in stealth mode within 10 feet. This is why Mission's Vibroblade should stay with Mission and should be fully upgraded so that I can sneak and stab people. It's like Dark Souls. You get behind them and... from what I've seen from streams, I've never darked a soul in my life. I could give Mission medium armor proficiency, maybe? As long as that allows the dex to come through, I think that's worth the kashish. I see, so sniper shot just increases the crit range. Whatever, it's just a blaster shot. I mean, I would rather be just adding a +1 bonus to, No, look, I think Mission is perhaps too permeable. And I want to increase the armor options. I'm actually just going to do this. Maybe this is incorrect. Oh, right, I need to add the feat. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Well, now... do I just not have extra armor on me? I reckon I sold it all. That's why I'm so loaded. That might have been a waste of a feat. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Increasing the options will be good long term. Maybe. Alright, anyway, what I wanted to do was go solo mode. Because then these two will stand here while I approach this mine. I would like to recover the mine, please. Great, I now have a mine.
Yes?
Turn off solo mode, regroup the party. Excellent. Oh, did it again. Yeah, so that's how that works. You've got to turn solo mode on, because otherwise people will wander blithely into the mine. Because of pathing. Alright, great. So we've cleared out this little polyp of the world. Now we head yonder. Yeah, Taris had a lot of walking around, but it's walking around in urban space. And in fairness, that's still there's still a lot of walking around. But there are worlds you go to in this game. Like, when we go to Tatooine, we will just be walking in the desert for yonks. Yonks and yonks. It's good. You know? Gives you time, really gives you time to think. Nice. I always think these are eggs. I look at this rubble and I think, that's an egg. Lower sewers. Alright, so that's the next quest area. I wonder if it would be prudent to return to town first. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I like the UI for mines. Like, it's very obvious that there's a mine there. Yeah, I think that's great.
What?
What?
Twi'lek. Twi'lek. It's not the... And I do wonder, is that just pronunciation that I have, you know, functionally created for myself, or is it real? I don't think there's anyone around this corner. I didn't see anyone. Yeah, we're gonna solo this whole lot. And then probably sell them. I am not so tactical that I feel like placing mines is ever going to be in our wheelhouse. It's not how Seat Bonch would do it. It's not how I'm going to do it. Sure do.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
You're all converging on a central point. Come here. Okay. Alright. Comedy of errors. I'll chat to a Republic soldier.
Help. Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like some kind of hideous disease.
Did I do this in the wrong order? Because there was some, Sith folk round the corner. And I didn't go that way because I like to go clockwise. And maybe they would have enough serum that I could help this person out. Had I attacked and killed the Sith first. Video games. Yeah, I'll see if I can find something.
No! No! I can feel it! Ah!
Wow! Is this like a Druid wild shape thing? Like, have you just keysted all of your clothes and items? Wow. Nature is beautiful sometimes.
Yeah?
Sorry about that. Oh, there's a stun effect. Which one of us is giving the stun effect? Is it coming from the power shot, I wonder? Well, at any rate, that's going to give us the what we need for, you know, the sneak attack. Okay. We are allowed to be here to see that there is nothing else to touch. Alright, great. Yeah, I wonder if, yeah. Did that out of order, so to speak. That's the thing, you know, I'm happy to let that ride. There's some stuff that I'll save scum for. That ain't it. That ain't it. Let's drop a save. Because this might be...
Civilian, this is a restricted
this
area.
Is where it
what are you
becomes
doing
violent.
down here?
Oh, wait. Thank you for coming within conversation range. I've got security papers.
Security papers? Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the rock ghoul
Rackhaw's got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rackhaw's serum.
Never mind.
Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control.
So you've lost one patrol already, you say?
Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die.
You just follow your orders and keep looking. Why don't you just give up? Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you just give up the search?
Hey, I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, Patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
Okay, so I couldn't have got serum from them. Alright. So the purpose of the Republic Soldier, Nameless. Nameless Republic Soldier. Ooh. Oh, those are rat ghouls. Okay. Because they're down on a lower level, I couldn't see all of them, and so I thought they were just smaller creatures. Like, perhaps some kind of rabbit. Oh, is this ascendable? No. No. Okay, great. Have to cross all the edges. Alright. Have we drawn aggro yet? No? There we go. Alright. What? Oh, sorry. You two. Moida. Oh, you can't. You don't have line of sight? Okay, now you do. Now you do. What? Alright. Yeah, focus fire, people. This is how you win at Dungeons and Dragons. No, do a good attack. What have you got to lose?
Yeah? I'll show you.
I suspect Rakghoul Fiend is like a higher level Rakghoul. Oh, this isn't a door. Ah! Okay. And that was all? That's all you got? Okay. Well. We're going to get within grenade range of this one. What did that do? That one's dead. Okay, killed one of them. Great. Good enough. That's worth an grenade. It probably isn't. I'm probably wasting them, but like...
Ready?
I don't know, man. This combat's not terribly engaging. Sure. Yeah? Right, I was going to do that differently. Stick to queuing up ranged. Deal with seat bunch in person. Oh! Okay. Now we definitely need to deal with some stuff. So, the foe, which I can target... Oh, there, great. You get shot, and you... well, keep swinging, but then heal. Alright. This is what I want. Do I have antidote self? Great.
Let's go!
Sick! Alright. The way to survive in this harsh place is to just be covered in powerful loot. Alright, antidote kit, beam splitter, heavy combat suit, Ratghoul serum. Yes, yes. Okay, so there is Ratghoul serum here. Is there more than one? See, this is the thing. That Republic soldier, yeah, because of the way this game is doling out items, I would not actually now expect to be able to hand that serum to that individual. If there was a spare, maybe. Although if there was a spare, then like you would, you know, there would be room for you to play both sides. The light side versus dark side, who gets what. Alright. I like the layout of this area, actually. It's a good level. Good. No, I think it's neat. Okay. So we are at a sort of... What are our quests that are immediately... We've got the serum. Great, could be very valuable. I'm aware of that. Oh, can we... Return to hideout. Great. Let's return to hideout. Let's heal the tiny little bit of damage that I took. And let's put that beam splitter in Karth's blaster. Or Mission's blaster, depending. Let's do a bit of a level up. Game. Okay. Woo. Great. I did just save, but I don't want to deal with all that. Oh, that is so bright now. It's good. Woof. Literally cranked. Alright, great. Workbench. Karth's blaster can have a beam splitter. Great. Mission's vibroblade. Oh, I see. So I've got the decked out one. Okay, cool. No worries. Armor. We have that. Okay, great. Close. Close. Alright, so that's all we have. No worries. Okay. Leave the apartment and then transfer back. Cool. Thank you. I have to click add each time. Ugh. Yes, this is the configuration I want. Literally the only people I know. Alright. Transiting back. Alright. Now, let's have a look at those quests again. Yeah, so I go back to Rukil. I don't know that I need to chat with, Well, I have to go... No, because I might be able to transit back. I will see Rukil now because I think this will be closer than going into the sewers and then going from the sewers all the way back here. That's what I'm thinking, so we want to just sort of follow this left-hand path here. Great.
Hey, Karth. You're a pilot for the Republic,
Never mind.
right?
Conversation.
You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for her.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
Karth? Stow it. Unfortunately, I have two options. Settle down now, both of you, which is unfair, or stoking the fire of argument between them, which is the bad idea.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth.
Correct.
You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be.
Oh.
So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Damn.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to know a little bit more about you.
Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know?
How did you and Zalbar hook up? That's the language we want to use.
Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble.
Go on.
Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you coarse
It's one of those
slimes,"
country Wookiees.
and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold.
Maybe the first one? I mean, saying the Volkars aren't classy is kind of seat bonch, because he's a bit clueless.
Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid.
Whoops.
I'm 14 years old.
Oops, fell into the
Volkers
trap.
Didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat.
Did Zalbar kill him?
Are you kidding? Big Z ain't like that. He's just a big old softy inside. Of course, the Volkers didn't know that. The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed
she's
Zalbar
14,
and we
Crafty.
took off.
Cool
since
writing
then,
choice.
We've been a team. We look out for each other, you know?
Under my stewardship, she kills so many people. How did Zalbar end up? Because, you know, it should only be humans here.
He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type.
We're going there.
Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present.
Okay, big softy, troubled past. And how did you survive before Zalbar?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city.
We should get back to the task at hand. Painting seat bonch is just kind of clueless socially, is how I'm getting through these dialogue choices. And this is like, dialogue choices, are, particularly when they are spread out across a moral spectrum within your game. How you approach each of those speaks a lot about who you are. So you get choice, but you are still funneled along, you know. It's not the illusion of choice, it's just you don't actually get to dictate what kind of person you are entire, just what kind of path you take along the... Yeah, it's a you know... It's a switch point at a railroad track. And that's fine.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done.
I didn't know you had a brother.
My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now.
Respect.
Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Hey, Karth, you gonna be a weenus, or are we gonna have a good chat?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Never mind.
You got it.
Alright. More Karth later. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, Karth has pretty good light side points, but can still be an absolute shit. Like, light side does not mean you are just nice to everybody all the time. When you've got such a, especially when it's along such a binary, it makes anything that feels odd within that really interesting. Particularly when the Sith writing is so, or like the dark side writing is so shallow. You're just an asshole to everybody and you kill anyone who gets in your way, and that's it. There's not a lot of complexity there, as we've been presented thus far. I don't need to talk to you. Gengar is out walking, or is in a different part of the... No, over here. That's right. That's fine. Rukil, I got bad news, friend.
Greetings once more, UpWorlder. Do you bring news of my apprentice? Have you discovered her fate and proved yourself to be a true savior of my people?
I have her journal. She's dead.
It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause.
Hold on.
But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope.
How long is this list?
By finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, UpWorlder. You are to be the beacon on our path to salvation. You will guide us to the promised land.
Yeah, I think you have me confused with someone else.
You are marked, UpWorlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rukil knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too.
I gotta drink solo about it. Alright, now we know the history of the people. I actually just did want to know that, from a writing perspective. Please.
The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famines swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Taris, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born.
There was an uprising, and the first thing you talk about is property damage and deaths. And that's because it didn't work. But also, like, that framing. Like, the first thing you think of. It's not that they were valiant and they were finally defeated. It's like, oh, it was really bad because some people's stuff got broken. Kind of that. Is that how you came to be down here?
Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Taris, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there.
What is this Promised Land, though? Because you just said this is a planet-wide city, and the oceans aren't even a refuge now. So they're dead. They're dead oceans. They're awful.
Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years, I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location.
So weird. Such a weird choice. And also, droids cater to your every whim. Star Wars, are droids people or not? Right? It's a question that you can't answer. It drives me up the wall. Yes, a promised land where the others are subjugated to our needs. I have one of the journals, which is to say, your apprentice.
Yes, UpWorlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all 3 journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, UpWorlder, for the sake of the entire village.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, well, everything else we need to do is back the way we came, I'm pretty sure. Right? Escape pod there, sewers there, sewers there. This way is where we encountered Mission? Yeah, so we want to go to those sewers, I think. I think that makes more sense. I mean, we're... Oh.
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told
Every
you all
dark
about
side quest has a sniveling piece of shit to deliver it to us.
You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him.
What are you talking about?
For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rukel ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen.
That's horrible. That's just truly awful.
Don't judge me. I learned a long time ago that if I want to survive down here, I've got to look out for number 1. The 2 explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rukel's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rukel's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me.
No.
Don't be a fool. I'm the only one here who can pay you for those journals. Rukel has nothing. He won't be able to come up with any kind of reward. Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed?
What does it say about video games? That, this guy is like, hey, I'll give you money because if you give me the journals, you know, you can have money and you can succeed and get, you know, you can be rewarded that way, whereas Rukel can't give you any reward. But the video game itself is like, aha, but you do get a reward, and that's light side points, which have a literal in-game effect. It's interesting. It's not doing the right thing for the right thing's sake if the game then says, great, you are now more powerful in that direction. And I'm not saying, like, it has to not reward me. I don't know, I find that interesting. I find too many things interesting. You may have realized this already. Goodbye.
Yeah, okay, you'll come back and see me if you want a deal.
Yeah, piss off, bud. Alright, we are sewer bound. This way, yes. This is where mission went from. Alright. Let's drop an actual save. Yeah, let's do it now, because sometimes there are just events that occur out front, like the moment you arrive, and I want to save before I get into any of that, just in case. Oh, real U3. No, I can't. Okay. Alright. Wow, no click, just walk in. And there's the frag mine. Alright, great.
Ready?
Yeah. Go pick that up for me. Oh, that noise. I know that noise.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah?
What?
For what? Drop a save. Heading on through. And it's combat time. Oh, right. Ranged first. Can you see? You can. And then we will...
Yeah?
Seat! Swear to God. At least get your swords out.
What?
Just die already!
I wonder if I need to cancel anything if that individual has already been dispatched. I wonder if that's necessary.
Yeah?
It is back up. Alright, great. Here we go. And you're dealing fine on your own. I think you are also, but let's...
Ready?
Mission didn't do anything? Maybe?
Let's go! You asked for this!
Huh?
Sure.
Oh, Karth leveled up. Oh yeah, bud.
Ready?
Yeah?
Nope.
Yes?
Skills. 1 point. Yeah, you just learn how to heal yourself, bud, because nothing else here is worth it. Awareness maybe isn't the worst. Because we won't always... Well, maybe if we just always bring a rogue. God, all this Promised Land stuff as well. Like, it's not about class consciousness. It's not about dealing with a systemic issue. It's about a magical place where you just don't have to think about that stuff anymore. And I'm not saying that isn't an answer for some people in some ways, and I'm not saying they shouldn't pursue that given their situation, because it is a planet-wide problem, and I don't believe the game is going to hand us a way to solve that. What the game is going to hand us, however, is something saccharine and shallow instead. Yeah. It's interesting. He said for the billionth time. What were we doing with Karth? We were just sort of charging up his level 8. Okay, so you need... I mean, what else is he... What else are we doing with Karth? Not a lot. This stuff isn't relevant. Saving throws, I mean, that's not the worst. We can start making room for implants, but maybe we wait until we get implants. You know? I don't know what's available yet, and whether we'll even have anything for Karth for a while. I think it's probably just toughness, because he is just blaster. Yeah, we're not using the rifle. He's not getting into melee. He's got heavy armor proficiency. Yeah. Toughness. Every time. Every time. Alright. Great.
Yeah?
What?
It's the most beautiful sounding phrase in the English language. Sewer door. Great. I think we open this one first, just because it is closer, and we don't want to get jumped. Does this go anywhere at all? It is very hard to see. It does. It leads up, up, and away. Ah, this is where we find a new friend. Alright, great. Well, we're murderers. So let's get murdering. Oh, okay. That sun is actually causing an issue now. Even with my brightness cranked. How's that? That's not too bad lighting-wise. Much better for me. Much better for me. Alright.
What?
Oh, these are Gamorreans. Okay, cool. Gamorreans. That was it? That's all? Okay. Alright, so this has opened up a whole new area. I'm gonna just check that other door. Well, no, I'm not. I'm pot committed. Remains. I love remains. Thank you. Okay. Mine sighted. Solo mode on. If everyone can please excuse me. Ooh. A roboid. Promised Land Journal. Yep, of course. They're all within, you know, half a kilometre of the guy who needs them. Adventure games. Alright. Well, let's read it at least.
Sure.
This journal is a record of a long and difficult search to find the Promised Land. It contains many half-completed maps and cryptic notes, all attempting to decipher whether the legend is true or simply a child's fable. By itself, this journal does not contain enough information to solve the mystery, however, it could be a valuable piece of the puzzle. Great. Right. Found a journal. Great. And you are a rusted droid that I can reactivate and then have wander around. I'm going to save my parts. If I remember correctly, having someone who is good at computer means that when they use setup droids, it will cost less parts. So I think if we're economical with parts, we're just going to get so many uses later on. And we are combat heavy. Like, I have rolled someone who is an absolute murderer. We do not need to worry about me not being able to handle these fights. Or us, I should say. We're strong as a crew. And soon we'll have a Wookiee.
Sure.
Great. How elite of you? Actually, let's...
Ready.
Nope. Sorry. You should be sniping. And then you...
Yes.
Oh no, one of them got through. This is where the game does get tricky. If they decide that they want to push past you and attack the ranged characters, which is cool. This actually... Oh, we're already set up to kill this one. Okay, great. And then this one... No. No. Thank you.
Ready.
Ah, the chief. Take him away, toys. Oh, I love remains. Kaio regulator? What? 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 Aha! I want that. And mission is wearing the stealth field generator, so you get better reflexes. Great. No! I pressed F5. I pressed F5! Alright. We're moving that. We are moving that button. We're moving it to F8. Thank you. Great. Let's check. Amazing. Much less likely to hit the wrong key now. Look, combat's not difficult. It's not the end of the world. Woof. But it is irritating. Let's do all that again. Alright. Sorry. Flustered now. Stop. Breathe. Think. It's turn-based combat. You don't have to rush. You just want it to be over. Which means you're rushing. And dead. Great. We want to stack attacks on the chief immediately. That's what I want you to focus on. Because they're going to break through and kill us all. Great. Alright.
Ready? Here!
Why did you move so close? Alright, great. Now we're less worried. Oh. All power shot all the time. Although you are very close. But it doesn't matter. Because we're just gonna...
Ready?
Great. Thank you. Cardio regulator? Yeah, alright, great. It's not about random drops. Also, we are mid. We are mid-combat. And we're... Yeah. We're draping him up. Enjoy your belt. Give you fancy feet. Wonderful. No, not... Why do you have to run up to shoot? That is the most foolish... Okay, well... Sure. Half about to take some damage here. No? Alright, great. Ugh, that was embarrassing. Dude. Dude. Alright, lock door. Nope.
Look at this. This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
Hey! You're a sight for sore eyes, Mission.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbar, together forever.
Who's that? We've met.
These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have gotten you out.
Good to meet you, Zalbar. I'm Seat Bonch. Oh, I actually spoke Wookiee. That's great. This has impressed Zalbar. Saved you from servitude and slavery. Swearing a life debt. Of course.
A life debt? You sure about that,
just
Big
be
Z?
friends.
Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this.
Wow. Right. So people love to take Wookiees from Kashyyyk as slaves, and this happens at his village. And so he's been aware of it his whole life. And the only way to save...
Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow. This is major. Do you realize what it means?
It's some kind of loyalty vow, isn't it? Yes.
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you.
May my vow be as strong as the roots of the great Roshir trees of Kashyyyk. So if the people of your homeworld get captured a bunch to be slaves, and that sucks, and you've seen it your whole life, and then it almost happens to you, but then a mysterious stranger saves you, and so you swear your life to them. I hope that isn't standard protocol, because, like, it's either, you know, be captured as a slave, if you're about to be captured as a slave, you're either going to go into slavery or go into life debthood to someone whose values you don't know. Yeah, I would hope that this is not the standard procedure here for Big Z and his people. Culturally unsustainable. Correct. Correct, Crafty. I don't suppose there's any way I can get out of this. I'm gonna accept, like...
I guess this means
Seat
you're stuck
Bunch
with
is
me,
a
too.
dickhead.
Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not gonna happen again.
Well, I am glad to have mission aboard.
So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Volker base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den.
I would have just helped. Good. The sooner we get there, the better.
I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield
That's a
to keep the
BOGO.
sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember.
Rancor.
Right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there.
I love Rancor. Such a classic magical card. Are you for serious?
There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. Pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Salbar has joined your party. Remember, you can only have 2 at any time. The rest will go back to the apartment. Yeah, I went with the I'm not afraid of the Rancor option because, like, Seat Bunch wouldn't be. Because he's, you know, he's Seat Bunch. He's an absolute fool. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to get up and stretch. Because it's been another hour or so. I've got meds to take. Maybe I'll make myself another cuppa. And we'll be back. And we will probably clear out the sewers. I mean, now that the tyres have hit the road, we are getting quest items and whipping through things at a good pace. Which is cool. I feel like the game did a good amount of setup, and now it's just, like, paying out, us getting out there. It's not massive environments because, you know, they didn't have the same resources to do that. Alright. Back in just a couple of minutes. I thought I muted the mic. Apparently I hadn't. Sound of me kicking around is not exactly... Ugh. Yeah, lighting is tricky. And granted, I'm using, you know, a desk lamp and natural sunlight, so I'm not trying my hardest here. Alright. So, we want to hang out with Karth and Mission. Hang on. Scoundrel, Scout, Soldier. Right. There we go. That should be better. Okay, what I did... Yes. No. It's on me. I did have I had the Logitech mic going. Because there's a microphone built into the webcam. Which, you know, I don't need. We bought a blue snowball. Anyway, alright. Yes. Great. I need to level up. Well, let's level up. Let's see what this Wookiee does as a scout. So I'm guessing this is the Ranger. I know that he uses a bowcaster, which is to say a big gun. Big special gun that only Wookiee can use. All the visual aesthetic of the bow, with none of the downsides of using a bow in a world with gun. Alright. Yeah, wow. So, I can't remember what abilities Mission has. Can't take... Persuade is protagonist only. Anyway. Yeah. 3 points. And what's the cross class? So, security we don't want to grab. Stealth we don't want to grab. Yeah, okay. So, we can just put 1 in each of these and you can just keep being good at it. I might actually... crank repair. So I can't remember if we're doing that with mission. Yeah, here we go. Repair allows a character, fix disabled, blah, blah. Number of part kits required increases with difficulty of the repair. The skill reduces the number of parts required by 1 for every 4 points total, including attribute score modifiers. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Alright. Yeah, you are a big weapon person. I should have looked more at what Zalbar's about before leveling Zalbar up, but that doesn't matter. Uncanny dodge. Oh, that's not actually that useful. Improved rapid shot. Already has 2 levels of implant. Improved flurry. I feel like the big gun is the purpose here. So we're gonna go rapid shot. Because that's what Zalbar's already spec'd into. So let's just increase that for kicks. Every time. Alright, great. Okay, except let's now actually look at your loadout, which we should have done in the first place. Wow, you can't carry... Oh. Right. Don't have his gear yet back, I think, is the problem. Here's your big gun. And yeah, nothing else fits because Wookiees. The average gear is not able to fit their form. Alright. Enjoy big gun. Interesting. Alright, and then I can level up. Yes. 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 Alright. Oh, hang on. Before I level up. Oh, no. I'm already in the screen now. Damn it. Ah, that's right. I was saving up for more Persuade. I'm just not good at anything else. This is amazing. Never send me in alone. But I'm the best at violence. And talking people into things. Okay. I am not yet high enough to be a master at 2-weapon fighting. But we can grab the +2 bonus. Yeah. Great. I think this deserves a full save. Right, I was going to check out missions, skills. Right, I can do that. Here we go. How are you for repair? Skill rank 0. Okay, great. Yeah, putting Big Z into that was actually correct. Great. All right. This is in the sewers. Seed bunch sewer 1. Sewer. Dear God. Did you know that I use a keyboard as part of my day job? Not that you'd know it. Alright. This is all we needed to do, I think, in this room, because these doors are busto. Oh no, hang on. I'm confused. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're in the compound. Aha! Alright.
Huh?
You are going to snipe, and you are going to rapid shot. Great.
What?
Someone somewhere is stunning people, and I love everything about it because this is what we need for our rogue. And it's just already a thing. I don't know how, but I'm not complaining. No. Giving you special skills. Great.
What?
This is probably just going to have your stuff. It's locked. Yeah, I think if you bust in violently, you can potentially damage gear. Yeah, here we go. Oh, and Pazak cards. I have more Pazak cards. So we can actually just play some Pazak with the cards that we have and probably still be bad at it. The allure of that awful game. Truly terrible. Right, let's...
What?
Clear this room. Oh, remains. Great. Is this another operable door? It is Alpha. Okay. I need to get my bearings. Alright. There we are. Great. That's what you... Yes, it's a two-hander. That's what you need. We still don't have any... You could wear a heavy combat suit? Max dex bonus 4. That's light? Ooh, damn. What's your dex bonus? Currently plus... Okay, great. 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 Hey, mission. Yeah, put that on. Excellent. Hell yeah.
Yes?
Hell yes. Alright. So we came up this way and then we went... We opened the first door we saw... Oh, I see. So this is just all... Right, and then there was the cell. And then this is the way in/out. There's a door there. Yes. Zalbar was in there. Right, because that door's broken. This was the cell. Then we pushed on through here. Some more remains? Or are these the same remains? Different remains. Alright.
Huh?
Well, they don't want us to go through this door, so we're going to.
Gotcha.
What?
Simple.
I'm doing this so that people don't run into the room, but we will see what happens.
Yeah?
Because they will run into it. No, they absolutely did not. Okay. And solo mode off. Retreat! Yes, you're doing the right thing. Oh, hang on. Normal attack is fine. Wait, clear those. We want this one to be shot like so, and then Zalbar, you can also shoot this one. Great.
What? Never get.
Alright. Oh, this UI. Do I even need to be doing any of this? Who can say? Sure. Alright.
Hey, Big Z, we gotta do something about your breath. I didn't want to say anything, but it's bad. Worse than usual, which is hard to believe.
I'm sending you to pick up a mine.
Now that I think about it, your breath has been pretty rancid ever since we rescued you from those Gamorrean slavers.
We're still rescuing!
They feed you,
Big
buddy.
Z. We are mid-rescue. I wasn't their guest mission, I was a prisoner. I don't think they cared much what happened to me.
Oh, Zalbar, that's terrible. I know how grouchy you get if you don't get your 8 square meals a day. I'm amazed you didn't pass out from hunger.
I did manage to take a chunk out of the arm of a guard that wandered too close to my cage, but it tasted awful, so I spat it out. Oh. Wookiees don't brush their teeth, and they don't use combs. Right, that's the joke.
Okay, relax. No toothbrush. Sheesh. Just try and eat something else to cover up that smell, okay? Stay away from anything that's smart enough to lock you in a cage this time.
I'll take care of it as soon as I can, mission. For now, let's stay focused. Wow. Did we need to have that chat here? The answer is yes.
Sure.
Alright, great. Skeletal corpse. Okay. Drop a save. Lock the door. Come full circle. Great. Alright. So that's the Gamorrean compound, I think, in its entirety. just have to grind on some walls to make sure that we get full fog of war removal. We already checked the weapons locker. Nope. Yep. Alright, great. Continue to explore the sewer. So there was another way that we didn't take when we got here, which was this door. There was a door this way. Like, we'll check everything, and I believe we'll be given time because it's an RPG, but I feel weird not going back. Alright. Yeah. And let's get the ranged characters up for a bit of violence. Let's see if that one dies first, actually. Sure.
Yeah?
Nope, sure didn't. Sure. Mission for the love of God. These ranged characters, you have to coddle them.
Yes.
Alright, we've got a tank up front. Swing on mission. Oh, video game. Alright. That's fine.
What?
Sure. You are largely okay. Thank you so much. Good places. Good wiki phonemes. It's the wookiest of phonemes. Oh. Let's take this one. Oh, hang on. We know that's a close... We know that leads to, like, a... Because of magical vision. Alright, we're gonna go here, then. Because maybe it's loot. Oh, no, we're already... No, I was wrong. This is the... Why is the room like that? How are we... That's weird. Let's crack it open, because maybe it is just empty, but that's a weird... Sure, it is just empty. Okay. Yeah, where I am on the map isn't actually correct. Skeleton. Skeleton. Yes, I'm aware of the gas mine.
Yeah?
So aware of the gas mine. The mission's gonna go handle it. Video game. Sure. Sure. Sure thing, bud. Alright.
What?
Alright, stop here. Stand and deliver.
What?
Yes? Thank God they just attack the tank and nothing else. Not trying as hard anymore to queue up attacks. I think I need to be mindful of that. That is the correct move to make. And we have come full cycle. Great. And this leads us back to Gamorrean town. And the cell that Zalbar was in. Amazing. Alright, cool. Cool. So now we go this way. Or that way. Well, I know that this way is a dead end, so of course I go check this first. Yeah. Let's say I, made a stone cunning check, except it's ship cunning. Metal cunning. Yeah. I know. I know, and I'm going to take advantage of that information. Oh, we're still in the Gamorrean compound. We could be in a Gamorrean compound. Told myself I wasn't going to do this so much. Yeah, and here I am. I don't know, it seems to be worth it. It's a sometimes food, turning it off and not caring. It's probably going to be more typical of the third hour than the first or second. Oh my. Okay, so you're all normies. Yes. Oh yeah, we really need to deal with this one first. Alright. Because we don't want anybody breaking that front line. This is where being tactical might actually matter. What? Yeah? Why do you run so close to shoot? Oh, I hate it so much. Get out of the way. And fire. Oh, they're just so foolish. Yeah? Great. Maybe that one's dead. Yeah, I suspect that one's dead. Yep. Okay. Sure. Like, you queue up attacks, but then they include a run for no discernible reason. They leg it. Just so desperate to be face to face, using their long-range weapons at exceptionally close range. Mad. Yeah, the bad bits of this game are really bad. But my childhood is... I'm not going to say good, but it's a factor. Alright. Is this door... Does this lead anywhere? I think it might. I think these are both paths. Well, we want to go up. We're trying to close off the loop here, maybe. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, let's see if we can't connect to the front door this way. Yeah, that's going to be the Black Volcar base. Alright, sick.
Yeah?
No one can follow you as you do this important work. I'll stand within range of the explosion because I'm Seed Launch. But everyone else? Yeah. Cram walnuts. Alright, great. Sure. Alright. Oh. See, that would have been a quick load instead of a quick save. Yes. Yes. Alright, great. Yes. Clear evidence that we've been here before. Cool. Can you not... Is it not possible to fit my mini-map? This game. Will this do it? Yes. This will do it. Alright. Well, let's check down here then. Because this is the Volcar base. Whole other kettle of loaves and fish. I wonder if we will encounter on these travels the other door back up. So that's got to be somewhere, right? Choices, choices. What can you tell me? Not much. Oh, this might just be a... Oh. That's fine. Okay, we have a raider. We have a raid leader. Okay, raid leader, you are getting the bulk of the attacks first. You must be shot.
Huh?
Let's try and do this, where I move, and then I... Yeah. I decide where you stand, and then I decide that you shoot. Great.
Yes?
Didn't work. Didn't work at all. For whatever reason, you decided you had to get close. Again, not the most important thing in the world, but really irritating. I love these rooms with the big pipes, you know? Ooh. Dead end. Aha! This is probably to... I reckon that takes us up. To the other way down here. Maybe it doesn't. Oh my! Alright, well... Okay, now you stand here, and you shoot. You stop running towards them. Stop running towards them. You shoot. This one, sure. Whatever one you can see. Stop being close. Great.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet. Sure.
Oh my god. Just couldn't resist. Alright, that's fine. I am the tank.
You'll pay.
What? Alright. We got that. I have 30 of these. Great. Wow, that did not do much of anything at all. Great. Probably don't need to. Probably heading back to base before long. Another Promised Land journal. Great. Let's give this a read. Oh, I see. They both have the same... Yeah, great. Lots of grenades and kits and other things to sell. And a scope. Oh, I reckon we got that when we saved Zalbar. Okay, so we haven't actually had a chance to equip that to anything yet. Missions Blaster, perhaps, is what we want to be doing there. Upgrading that. Neural... Yep, I did that. Amazing. Cool. Okay. We did it. Oh, this will tell me. Yeah, that's the Undercity, that's the Undercity. Okay, so it's just a closer way back. Okay. Is it closer? It's more interesting to have multiple ways. I don't know that it matters at all. Yeah, force field. We'll go into the force field. So, half hour left. Black Volcar base is just right here. Let's drop a save and see what it's... Yeah. Sewer 2. Okay.
Huh? You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
Sure. Sure. Upper sewers. Okay. Yeah, can't return to hideout. Yeah, 2 ways out of the sewers means 2 ways back to an area from which you can fast travel. That makes sense to me. Are you in league with rat ghouls? You appear to be. You don't appear to have any problem with them. Oh no, you're fighting them. Okay. Well, we spectate. Nature is beautiful. Its own awful way. Alright, well they're dead. My ranged friends, stop running towards your doom, please.
What?
Here.
Sure. Okay. Alright. Just really bad. Can I... Where are their scripts? Hang on. Nope, this is all I've got. Yep, that's the best I can do. Great.
Sure.
Awful. Terrible. The worst. Mission, you actually don't have many hit points, so I'm just gonna... And we keep getting more health packs, so like, you know. They will continue to be plentiful. The game is fine with us getting hurt.
Yeah?
Yoink? Ooh, a Sith corpse. Uh-huh. And a skeletal corpse.
Yes?
Great. We did it. We did it! Now, if I look here, this is, oh. This leads to... Where does this lead to? Let's walk away so that the minimap can do its thing. So that's going to lead somewhere. It doesn't. What? What? It's a ladder. Is it interactable, but it doesn't actually do anything? Ah! Blocks with no way to clear it. And dogs can't look up, and neither can gamers. So, as we are a gamer, we can't ever know. This is the pathway, and that was the way in. Alright, well let's... Thank you for filling in that minimap. Here at least I can control what's going on. Are you both just Gamorreans? Okay, well. Why are you... Oh, I have... Did I have solo mode on? No, I don't. Just my allies are fools.
Yeah?
Okay, great.
Yeah?
What?
The time it took them to get here, I had killed them both. No. Really did roll Paladin. Exceedingly violent. Or exceedingly good at violence. And just an all-around nice guy. Oh.
Yeah?
What do you need to do with this now? Yep, yep. Oh. You give cover. You try again.
Yeah?
And... Seat, you are
yes.
coming with me. Great.
Yeah?
Please just deal with this. Okay, great. Oh! That was a failure. It went off.
What?
Alright. Cool. Gameplay. More mines. Great, we don't go that way then.
Huh?
Yes?
Just yet. We check this door first. Man, I certainly have the voice of someone who is really engaged in a videos game. I'm actually going to grenade it out. Why are you... Okay. All the way back here.
What?
Seat bonch just flies into the air. Man, I love defaulting to power attack. I love lowering my defenses.
You'll pay.
Recreationally. Stop, stop. Turn around. Stand your ground and shoot.
Huh?
Huge whoop.
Sure.
We did it. We did it. Yeet bonch. I love it. That's a, when I need a name for one of the YouTube vids. I've already got one in mind for this vid, but there's going to come a time where Yeet bonch is applicable. I hope. I genuinely don't remember, plot-wise, if there's going to be a good time. How are we? Great.
Sure.
Oh, mission's hurt again. Man, mission.
Yes?
Look, we're going to drop heals because having a party member go down is inconvenient. And I don't want to remember what it's like. Sounds like work. A severed arm. It's just... Is it floating or is it... It's kind of on the ground. It's kind of on the ground. Aha! 3 vials of synthesized odor and 1 Beck datapad. I forgot about the rancor. I forgot about the rancor. Alright. Let's save. Let's do some reading. This datapad seems to detail plans the hidden Beck had to get into the Black Volcar base. Of note is the following. We have synthesized a substance with an odor that resembles a favorite prey of rancors. If we place the bait correctly, we can lure the rancor into eating something lethal enough to kill it. I see. So, yeah, we can poison. We can poison a rancor instead of... it's possible it isn't within our reach to kill it in actual, you know, hand-on-hand combat. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to save the game. Sewer 3. So, I don't know where we would get poison, right? Yeah, the ranker's right there. Where are my crewmates? Why are they not following me all the time? Whenever I do anything. Wow, you're back here?
Yeah?
What is going on? Do I have... I have solo mode on. I have solo mode on. Alright, it's my fault. That's on me. Do you have quest dialogue here? Alright.
Huh?
We're gonna turn solo mode on. We're going to turn on stealth.
This mission.
So, I can do this because I have a stealth belt. What's in the corpse pile? Is there already poison here? Nope. So I don't own any poisons. But I have this odor. Snort, snort! Did that use all of it? I got 3 of them. And are they just all gone? Okay, 1 is gone. So... does it say in the quest log? Not about poison. Okay.
What?
And we don't just have poisons sitting around, do we? There's nothing here that sort of qualifies as a poison. Well, alright, alright. We're gonna do it again.
What?
We're gonna turn on solo mode, we're going to stealth, and we're gonna get in there. These controls. And also, you know, the amount of space each person takes up, the collision, the hitbox is absolutely massive. So we can fight the Ranker in single combat and probably lose. I imagine it's possible to win. I think we can brute force this. I think that is within our reach. We put in a poison grenade. And then synthesized odor. And then we close. That can't surely be enough. Surely not. Oh. No, that was enough. Okay. Yeah, because the game would have said... The game would have said... if what I needed was poison. The game would have led me to there. But instead, it's like, hey, you have on your person poisons. Right? Like, that's just something you have. In the form of a poison grenade. I like that that was the answer. Because it's not obvious. Oh. What? Oh, that just despawns the Ranker. Alright, well, we used 2 out of the 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yep, this is it. Well, let's... we have to run over here now, just to be sure. We're sure visually, but... oh, is that a ladder? I don't think it is. I think it's fence. It's fence. Look at the spacing on that. And that's not a usable door. Great. This is everything we needed to know. And I can't reclaim... no. Great. Great. Yeah, I guess if you cram a poison grenade into a Ranker's duodenum... because if I just throw it at the Ranker in combat... it's thick hide, powerful scales. I don't know. Probably. Oh, here we go. It's Volker time. Big Z, I'm begging you.
What?
Nope. Stand and shoot.
Yeah?
Stand and shoot. Please.
That hurt.
Great. Yeah, I need to babysit these ranged characters. Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is the reason to have Seat Bonch be so powerful. Because, like...
Yes?
Can't trust the range characters to stand still. Energy shield. Sure didn't use that. Well, I didn't. They used theirs. Foolishly, I might add. Why? Ugh, weird. Chat message. Aha! There's the Black Vulcan base. Alright, great. Alright. Saw 4, sure. Now, here's the real question. I can return to hideout from here. Clutch. Alright, great. Let's do that. Let's heal up. Let's head in here. Let's see if there's any upgrades to be had, because we've got a scope now. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's put some damage output on the bowcaster. Alright, assemble that. Great. And you have everything you need already. There's already a scope here. We don't have these to put in. Great. This continues to be the same. Yep, no options. Love the music. It is good music. Alright. Ah. Karth, anything more you want to say?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Never mind.
You got it.
Big Z. Is there something you want? Alright. We're going to go through the Big Z dialogue, then we're going to return to the Black Vulcar base door, and then, bam, we're right into it next week. Well, not next week, sorry. I think next week is... I'm not streaming. Because I think next week is a busy weekend on the Sunday, specifically. Yes, I have something on the Sunday. So, we won't be back at this for a fortnight. So we want to make sure that we're in, like, at a quest store, so we can start strong in a fortnight's time. Alright, what do you know about the planet we're on? Is it my homeworld? That's all I care about. There is nothing here to interest me. I wonder if you could help me with a problem. Unless you want someone threatened or a door bashed in, you should ask someone else. Wow. Selling yourself short. I want to know a little bit more about you, Zalbar. I will honor my life debt. I don't feel we share more than that. Mission may say more, but I will not. You don't trust me? It is nothing personal, I just don't feel you could understand anything about me. I respect it, honestly. I respect it. The ways of my people are not for outsiders to know. You'll have to be content with that. I would, then I will leave you be. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, great. Okay, cool. I thought that's, you know... Because, you know, you're meant to talk to these characters to get more information out of them, to build the relationship over time.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Embarrassing? Why?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taurus. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
You were stowaways?
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
His family. Gotta stick by your family. I'm gonna ask about what problems your brother had, because some family can suck, and you don't have to stand by them.
He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. Showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Pretty handy skills to have.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
I think we'll run into Griff on another planet, I imagine. Why did he leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who's Lena?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
What do you know about Taris?
Taris is a pretty good place to grow up, all things considered. Just stick to the area you belong in and stay out of Davik's business, and you'll be fine.
Upper City.
The Upper City's got some nice shops and all, but it's boring. The only time I go up there is if I need free healing from Zelka at his medical facility.
Lower City?
What can I say? The Lower City was a great place to hang out until the Volkers started that gang war. Now you can't even walk the streets without getting shot at.
Undercity.
It can be pretty nasty down there. You've got rat ghouls crawling around looking for their next meal, and the Gamorrean slavers like to set up their bases in the sewers. And then there's the Outcast Village, a collection of people banished to the Undercity for their crimes. I mostly avoid the village, though. It's pretty depressing to see how they live.
It's funny, it says their crimes, like it is phrased as being their crimes, but it is the crimes of their ancestors, and the crime of their ancestors was to stand up to the oppression that they were suffering. Ugh. Yeah, a lot could be written about all this. Davik.
I tend to keep my nose out of an intergalactic crime lord's business, you know? I can't tell you much that isn't common knowledge. Extortion, slavery, smuggling. Davik's got a piece of all the action here on Taris. Even the swoop gangs know better than to get in his way.
Thanks for the info.
Hey, no problem. I'm here to help, right?
You are, and it's great. You are one of the better options. So yeah, robot. I remember who that is. I remember who that is. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. I think I know who that is. So then who? Unless I'm getting these two confused. There's one that I don't remember. Fascinating. Alright. Now, we had cleared the previous... Oh, that's got me wondering now. Yeah, we cleared everything and then we went this way. Yes. I mean, I think quest-wise we've grabbed everything out of the sewers that we need. I did clear everything on the previous levels, right? Right? I don't want to troll them. I don't want to be doing that with my time. I'm going to presume yes. Let's just presume yes. Alright, let's drop a save. Or just overwrite the current save. Great. Alright. And that's going to do it. This was fun. Yeah, we'll click out. Yeah, much to consider. Much to consider. You know, I'm not streaming these for the same reasons that I streamed games during the PhD, which was to discuss things in ideological depth, you know, with a critical lens for the purposes of the PhD. I'm doing this for fun, and part of fun is thinking about these things, but I don't have to dive deep. So, you know, maybe I'll turn up in a fortnight with, you know, some Star Wars papers that touch on Orientalism. I did a quick Google during one of the breaks, and that is indeed the case, but we'll see. Depends if I can easily get them, and if they're, you know, if I can get the reading in and enjoy it. Because this is meant to be fun. And, you know, researching is fun also, but yes, I try not to set up too big expectations for myself. Anyway, this was great. Back in a fortnight, where we will go into the Volkar base and presumably progress the plot. Alright. Farewell. Have a good fortnight.